Mr. Rasheed, as an exporter, what are the biggest regulatory hurdles do you face when trying to export to EU?
Thank you very much. And I think that's a really good question. And maybe my question back to you will be, how long do I have when you ask me about challenges? So good morning, everyone. My name is Oluwaseun Rasheed. I'm the CEO and founder of Souk Farms, which is a horticultural enterprise in Rwanda, where we produce, process, and export fresh fruit and vegetables, such as fine beans, avocados, chilies, sugar snaps, and snow peas. We work with over about 1,200 smallholder farmers, and we also employ more than 900 youth, actually, in our business across our farms. Prudence, when you ask me about the challenges on the regulatory framework, there are many. But what I would do is just summarize the key ones that impact majority of commerce exporters. And I think the first one was mentioned quite nicely by Honorable Minister earlier on, when he talked about the goalpost changing just when you think you're at the finish line. It's something we shouldn't underestimate, because the regulatory environment is very dynamic. Because it's so dynamic, it's also very difficult to stay on top of it. So I'll give you a perfect example. Just 2 days ago, we had 5 tons of fine beans in the Manchester airport stopped for 2 days. And the reason is because there's a new regulatory requirement to have a stamp on your pallets to say that your pallets have been treated. That's a new regulation that we're not aware of that sort of caught us in arrears. And that's just one example in just 2 days. If I go back another month, you probably have many, many more examples of such also, where the regulatory environment is constantly changing. Even for things like maximum residual levels, it's also similar, where there is non-stop updates in terms of what is allowed, the minimum limits, maximum limits for chemicals also. So that could be quite challenging for exporters to stay on top of. And I think what makes it also more difficult is there isn't a sort of cohesive information source for this. You need to get that information from many different sources, bring it together and translate it into what it means for your business. So that could be quite challenging. I think the more obvious challenges are things like the cost of certifications. So at Souk, we have Global Gap, we have SMETA, we have LEAF, we have GRASP, we have BRC, HACCP, and I can keep going for hours. But what is quite interesting about all these certificates is they all cover majority of the same things. Global Gap, GRASP, and LEAF, they cover good agricultural practice, food safety, etc. Same with BRC, it's mostly about food safety and packaging. SMETA is social sustainability, which is also covered by Global Gap. So there is quite a lot of sort of duplication in certifications, which brings a lot of cost also to the growers. Because each certification, depending on your certifying body, could cost you anywhere from $1,000 to even up to $5,000, depending on the certification, and that's excluding the cost of infrastructure you need for that certification also. So this could be quite challenging, especially for smallholder farmers who we work with also.